My name's Cresson. Welcome to Cooking with Cresson. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make your own blackening seasoning. Blackening seasoning is really common. In fact, it's used all the time in restaurants, at home, in seafood, on meats, and sometimes even in drinks. I chose blackening seasoning, one, because it's really easy to make, and two, how by making it yourself you can control not only the taste, but also what goes in it. For example, I make mine with a very little salt. Sometimes when you go to the store, you find varieties that are pre-mixed that have a whole lot of salt in them. It's even okay to make them salt-free. Now this recipe for blackening seasoning has paprika, onion powder, and garlic powder. It also has hot pepper powder. Most recipes I've come across use cayenne pepper, but I prefer a mixture of several varieties of hot peppers. I use some cayenne, as well as ancho and pekin peppers, to give a little more heat and a personalized flavor. We also have black and white pepper, thyme, oregano, and a tiny bit of salt. Now, place all the ingredients into a food processor. You can use a bigger one if you want, depending on how much you're making. This recipe is only for 1 or 2 uses. Oftentimes, I'll make a much larger batch and save what I don't use into a jar and keep it in my spice cabinet. The measurements for the ingredients are a tablespoon of paprika, a teaspoon of onion powder, a teaspoon of garlic powder, a teaspoon of the hot pepper mixture, 3/4 of a teaspoon of white and black pepper, half a teaspoon of thyme, half a teaspoon of oregano, and a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. After a thorough mixing, we have our blackening seasoning. And if you don't have a food processor at home, you can use a bowl and mix all the ingredients up with a fork. And I strongly encourage you to fool around with the measurements of each ingredient and to try out different types of hot peppers. Doing this will hopefully lead you to discover the perfect blend tailored specifically to your taste.